Don Draper of the Adan Bean, you know what I'm saying? So, but for real, this is like one of my favorite lyricists.
Now that nigga killed it, B. I'ma keep it one, and my nigga killed it.
The past is the prologue presently in this verse. I've never sold dope, but I've sold merch. The only hope I ever had for my soul's thirst was a Palestinian Jew. I'm here to extol worth. I'm on a pole perch position to rev engines and pistons. And Andre drumming something just to make sure niggas listen. These dudes that be rapping don't be asking my opinion. You bring feelings to a fact fight, that might be a bad decision. I'm sipping Adwala, listening to Tame Impala. I'm the Vasco da Gama of the periods and commas, hyphens and semicolons. Look, I set sail with syntax and explore a metaphor with the wind at my back. I've been ill with the verbs and homonyms back when they was calling Muslims Mohammedans. I put this on mom and them. Abyss phoned a friend, so I showed up on my best behavior. Plus Big Rube said right on to the real. Depth to the fake.
I want to be a spoken word artist, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my little starting off right now, writing a little bit, and watching him tonight was like the biggest inspirational boost I could ever receive because he was mad dope, for real. It's just straight dope.
The leaves under my feet feel the leaves under my feet feel crisp. They snap, crackle, and split. They feel like potato chips. They crumble under my strength, the weight of a footprint. They had their time in the sun, but that time has since been spent. They lay in disarray, fractured and bent to bits. Our lives resemble this. Broken, torn asunder, it's a wonder we recover. I see that we need each other, family, friends, and lovers. Life's a game of inches, chip shots, and putters. I'm trying to see the beautiful things, peace to Gunga. Sipping Coptic coffee with Sharif, that's my brother. Talking to him about my lady friend, wonder if I can trust her. She swears I'm childish, but what's the over-under? That I'm much more Danny than Donald Glover, huh, sir? He listens patiently, then speaks to me engagingly. He runs it down from A to Z, shattering the make-believe. I think that's the way to be set free. Keep people in your life who will check you correctly. See then that you walk circumspectly. Ephesians holds me down, a king with a crooked crown. I'm left looking around. You believe you're supposed to fly, but you never left the ground. Admitting you're lost is the best way to be found. This for all of us who know we make it up as we go. Each day at a time, no set plan or design. Lying to ourselves like we figured out the jigsaw. We screen unknown numbers, so our destiny's a miscall. The weight feels like a rickshaw standing on shaky ground. The water levels are this tall, trying not to drown. Fertile friendships where greens turn to brown. But I think about you every time the leaves fall.
When it comes to intellect and artistry, he's a dude who marries both well. I get jealous at times. I used to have locks like him, you know what I mean? So I feel like he's like, you know, my spirit animal or something like that. But man, his poetry is amazing. I mean, he's a dope lyricist. He's one of those cats who can maneuver through the hip hop scene, poetry scene, and academia like flawlessly. So when you got a brother like that, you know he's dangerous. But he wears it all authentically. Like a lot of dudes wear certain things and it just don't feel right. Like he wears it very well. He's dope. The pieces he's done today smashed.
This is the season where we learn how to die. This is the season where we learn to say goodbye. Rust-colored hues, orange, yellows, and reds. Open up the book and the scripture read. Why do you look for the living amongst the dead? Why do you look for the living amongst the dead? Why do you look for the living amongst the dead?
Just an all-around dope dude. Love him. Think he's talented. Great guy. Support the brother.
His poetry is in his song, so what you hear in the song, you're gonna hear in the poem. What you hear in the poem, you're gonna hear in the song, and it's amazing. He's a beast. He's real, very inspirational. I'm a first-time poet, so he definitely got me gonna be here next Sunday.
So I'm gonna keep this thing going. Is that all right? So, the earth was formless and void, and darkness was over the surface of the deep. And so was my dark ebony skin, on the surface of that street. Chocolate cheek face down on the concrete padded from the waist down, a cop's knee in my spine, ironically as he called for backup. I dare not make a sound. The officer said this was routine. I believed him. This was not a new thing. Plenty of black faces had found their homes on the pavement. This was my turn. So I pray that the concrete does not become my urn. Burned to ash by the bias of a badge. A son is looking at his dad, and I want to tell him that he can grow up to be more than a hashtag. More than a means to march. More than a grief remembered in the heart. More than a deceased matter that is dark. Let there be light. To see the boys in blue, they will Roy G. Biv you. Have you tasted the rainbow with Skittles and iced tea? Society will write in bold Times New Roman that you were no angel in your obituary. They will Tamir Rice your children at a pavilion. They will Sean Bell your future spouse. The belly of the beast will feast on you despite the Sandra Bland taste your skin leaves in its mouth. And when you are not afforded a process that is due, shouting a quote from Ta-Nehisi Coates won't save you. Plus there are those who will all lives matter you until you no longer matter, dude. Black and blue. What does a man with my hue have to do in order to survive an encounter with you? That officer, he eventually let up. I mean, he offered no apology, but he said, I can get up. He said, go about your day, and said, stay out of trouble with an unfriendly smile. And I'm left piecing back the remnants of my dignity in front of my only child. And as I drove home that night, I tried not to let my heart harden. But I know this is what happens when marginalized people refuse to stay in the margins.
Got done watching my boy Adán kill it out here at Apache. This is my probably about third or fourth time checking him out, man. Always a blessing. This dude, I mean, it's another level. I always say he don't fight fair. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a spoken word, I'm a comedian, but like this dude, man, like with the words, I'm sitting there, I'm taking lessons down. You know what I mean? The way he does what he does, and how he communicates what he's trying to communicate up there, man. It's just a blessing to watch him work. So I'm inspired right now. I'm like, man, I got to get on my grind to get like this dude, man. You know, that's big brother right there handling it. You know, I love watching him perform. Man. One of the best I've seen.
What's ever my love, thou hast taught me to say. Well,
So let us chiropractic crack open the spine of this book. Turn a few pages and take a deep look. This is not some catcher in the rye. This is the African who caught the slave catcher's eye, an invisible man who had the whole world watching. Shall we meet the protagonist? I am the colored cog in the capitalist's wheel with baby-faced bronze skin and melanin appeal snatched from the cradle of civilization. My name is everything from Kunta Kinte to Louis Portier. Arrived on these shores, but I've got more to say, from Bali to Barbados to Beaufort, South Carolina, Sierra Leone to Sapelo, with sugarcane on my fingertips and shackles on my feet. There were limitations in the emancipation of me until I sunk my teeth into Juneteenth. Freedom tastes like grandma's sweet potato pie. But it goes from Massa's plantation to mass incarceration as the Jim Crow flies. All of this happened more or less. This is Up From Slavery meets Porgy and Bess, August Wilson and Kenya Barris, James Brown and James Varick, Hinda Wiley and Kara Walker, George Carruthers, Clinton and Washington Carver. Wow. The Great Migration to Reconstruction, from Black Wall Street to Harlem Arteliers. This is black survival and success put on full display, whether it's the Little Rock or the Charleston 9, trying to integrate or praying to stay alive, thinking that if my work was good, somehow y'all would recognize my personhood, but nah. Instead, we had to hustle this chocolate charm, this black brilliance, this ebony ingenuity. I know what this nation has done, can do, and is doing to me. Also, we know what it could be, and therefore still we rise. From 1619 and beyond, here we stand, from being counted 3/5 of a compromised plan, from using the breath in our black lungs, shouting words from a place of black love. We're saying that we are man, we're saying we are women, we are saying it is well.
And the day when my faith shall be sight. The cloud